What video game, new or old, are you loving right now? Horizon Zero Dawn. So many awesome sci-fi and fantasy elements together in a beautiful and immersive world. This was one of the games I told myself to finish during quarantine. So worth it! Exclamation mark. Everything about the gameplay and story is so satisfying. And I cannot wait for the second one to come out. Also, there's something quite appropriate about a game set in a post-apocalyptic world that has mostly been healed, with narrative themes of isolation. Stardew Valley. So fucking addictive. So much to do, and so many ways to play it, even without mods. And in the times where I've just needed a break from Stardew Valley, I've just finished Metroid Zero Mission for the umpteenth time, and I've just started a playthrough of Metroid Fusion. We'll probably move into the GBA Castlevania titles next. Old school RuneScape. One does not quit, just takes long breaks. I've just gone into one of my long breaks. Been playing again since June, but got burnt out again lol. I'm not the best at it, but Minecraft, I just never seem to get bored of it. I honestly never have monsters turned on, be it peaceful survival or creative. I just like the sandbox aspect, although I prefer the creative mode in Xbox One version. The flight controls in Bedrock got weird. I personally play on Java, and I can usually get to the Nether, but I always end up dying to wither skeletons. I've gotten out of there with enough blaze rods a few times, but the Nether is the bane of my existence on survival runs. Titanfall 2. A fantastic game, but the learning curve killed it for a lot of people unfortunately. Still one of my favorites. People still play online. There is a 3K player base on Xbox, so it's not dead. The Long Dark. Nothing like doubling down on isolation by being dropped in the digital Canadian wilderness in the winter with nothing. Great game and beautiful art style. The Sims. I wish you could buy a version that included all the DLC for a low price. It's the kind of game that badly needs a season pass approach. But God knows EA wouldn't be smart enough to do something rational. Nier Automata. I wasn't sure what to expect from it, but I love android/robot/AI characters, so I gave it a shot. And it's such a good game. Wish I could play through that one again for the first time. Hoping Nier Replicant will be good as well. I rotate through my childhood DOS library. Wing Commander and the Space Quest series get a lot of love. I ran through Privateer a few months ago after having found memories of never actually finishing it as a kid. Still holds up as a lot of fun. Much easier than I remember. Rainbow Six Siege is my go-to multiplayer, and then I never finished it, but Nier Automata was my favorite solo player experience. Skyrim. Terraria. Brawlhalla that came out 5 years ago but still kinda new. No Man's Sky. The free updates have really helped the development team deliver on their original promises. Rocket League. It's a classic that you can play with friends or alone, and it's so fun. Rocket League is a blast. Deceptively simple and easy to pick up and play, with a low skill floor and a high skill ceiling. The only downside to the massive skill gap is that it makes it hard to play with Flash against players significantly better than you. It is tough to be the kind of player that's just happy to hit the ball when you're playing against guys who a lot can juggle the ball with aerials and snipe shots. Fortunately, the game has such a high active player base that the matchmaking works very well and keeps you matched with people around your level. Bell. RDR2. Same. It took me a little while to get into, since the first chapter is kind of slow and the horse controls take some getting used to, but it is a very immersive game, and I love the storyline and characters. I got laid off last week, and it's the perfect thing to get lost in after spending hours on job applications. Overwatch. I'm not extremely into gaming. I play Minecraft and Overwatch, that's it lol. I really enjoy it because of all the different characters you can play, and they all have their own cool stories, and Sugar plus I'm a really creative person, currently in art school, and I think I'm attracted to the game/character design aspect. If anyone has any recommendations for more cool games, let me know. Also, if you play Harlot as your favorite character and why. I've had a lot of fun playing Doom/Doom Eternal, Hollow Knight, FF7 Remake, Persona series, Kingdom Hearts, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Red Dead 1 and 2. 4. I find myself liking Winston a lot. His character and gameplay. He just wants his friends to come back together, and I love playing Dive, so I naturally like Winston. I've gone back to Skyrim to get the plat. Sneaky archer time. Same. Except in going illusion assassin. Star Wars Galaxies. Just started up again on Sunrun a second. So much fun to be had. It really is one of the best MMOs ever made. Legend of Zelda. But I recently started Master Mode, and it's fun having to think more about how I approach combat scenarios. I thought I could just throw bombs at first, but quickly realized the enemy's health now rapidly regenerates. Master Mode Master Trials, that's about 5 years of playing to do. I've been on a Fallout shelter kick recently. As something that sort of breeds Fallout with SimCity/Sims aspects, I've been cooking away at my vaults, constantly trying to get the perfect build. It's far from a perfect game, and is so blatantly a microtransaction driven thing. But I've been doing alright without spending a cent. That said, I was having a "Red should really let you do X, Y, Z, etc. conversation with a friend. W Harlots. 8. The game you're looking for is RimWorld. RLD. Team Fortress 2 Classic. It's a Team Fortress 2 Source mod and I just have a blast playing it all the time. Unfortunately it's a bit low on player numbers, but I can still have a great time on it with people. I just discovered Civilization 6 after a great Cyber Monday deal. It's got so much depth. I may be addicted now. Recently started replaying Half-Life 2. The HL series is one of favorites. When I get a good job one day, I'm going to get a VR set and play Half-Life Alyx. A few weeks ago I finished playing Resident Evil 4 for the first time. That game was awesome. Hope to play some more games in the future. I did a full playthrough of HL2 and the episodes a few months ago. They're every bit as good as I remember them. I was a teenager when those games were first released and missed a lot of details in the world my first time around. In fact, I'd say one of the more fun things I've done this year thanks to the lockdowns is revisiting old media and gaining a new appreciation for my old favorites. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Never get tired of this game. I always come back and play it about every other year. Hollow Knight. It's been such a long time since I've enjoyed a game so much. It makes me so sad I can't get into this game. Like, I adore the art direction, the host, and when I do play I really enjoy the gameplay, but something just isn't clicking, so I always end up putting it down to play something else. League of Legends. Riot keeps the game fresh, and I have tried other games in the past, but there's nothing quite like League. Right now, Mad Maximum. Recently started another playthrough. That game is so much fun. Cruising through the wasteland. It's awesome. It feels like I'm playing a movie. I have 640 hours on that game. I have challenged myself to beat the game without dying several times and only succeeded twice. That game is greatly underrated. Yay, I failed at that. Just the other day I had to get out of my burning car, but the buzzards kept ramming my driver's side door, so I couldn't get out. That was rage inducing. But yes, underrated as hell. You get easily 80 hours out of this game just by playing the story through, and I got the game for less than 5. Visually, it's really well done, and the map has a moderate size. Details are well made as well, and I love the tie-ins to the movies. A shame this game somehow got lost in the masses back then. It definitely deserved more recognition. I've gotten back into Majesty and Majesty 2 recently, and they are still so good. I don't love the micromanagement in most RTSs, but I like everything else, so they are perfect for me. Fossil Fighters Champions. On my original Ds, of course. That was a great one. I literally sunk like 400 hours and got almost every Dino to LV20 and many with miraculous fossils. If you have an action replay, don't forget to snag the ended Wi-Fi events. Just finished Divine Divinity. Not sure how I missed this gem 18 years ago. I actually just bought Lonely Mountains downhill on a whim and am really enjoying it so far. It's like a maneuvering / physics indie game where you ride a bike down a mountain. Handling is really fun and fluid, and overall the game is well crafted. Getting sucked back into Supreme Commander. Forged Alliance Forever. Harvest Moon Back to Nature. Playing it over and over again with different decision each time. The recent Battlefront 2, I got it a year ago and I have loved grinding for the weapons. There is pure love for Star Wars in the game, and you can find 2 people and stay with them and you will remember having fun with them. Said it before and I'll say it again. 007 Nightfire. I adore the Bond series and Nightfire is my favorite game. The fact it also has a single player non-online multiplayer you play with AI is honestly amazing. For an almost 19-year-old game, it works wonders. Creeper World 4 released this past week. Been playing them since the first one released on Kong years ago. Really neat mix of tower defense and RTS. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2006 version. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.